Man, my browser's loving me right now. Should be live right now. There we go. That's more like it. I don't know why it does that. Alright, let's get over here.
Fortunately, you have an entire trip through the woods to reconsider that.
There's nothing to reconsider. We're all for violence here.
Are we? I haven't signed off on anything yet. Violence is the answer here, but the method is equally important to the act. You can't let her leave the cabin. It's like I said, all just circles. Instinct tells me we need space, and I trust instinct. Nothing else to say. Not for me.
So we got a bit of a dilemma here. So we got one guy who really wants to fight on instinct. Other guy just really wants to fight, and then me stuck in the middle, and our narrator. Okay, we haven't talked enough about how different the princess is. I wouldn't even call these woods. It's like influence has pondered out into
It's
the world.
evidence of one of many ticking clocks. You can't let her spread any further.
Spread.
Things are always changing. She changed, the cabin changed, we've changed.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't the woods change too? Because they're not supposed to have changed. This is supposed to be a path in the woods. If it's not, it means something's gone horribly wrong.
Whoops. What if I don't agree with the plan? What if I'd like to rather do something else? No matter what happens next, it seems like all our answers are we have to go. Might as well proceed to the cabin.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament. No last advice for us? No words of warning? From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind.
I don't know. Screaming sounds pretty good right about now.
I could use a little catharsis. Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us, something to chase.
Alright, proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight, more of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Alright.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
Come here, knife.
We have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. And the only space is out there. Take it.
Alright. Let's take the blade.
Take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Exactly.
Good. There's no overcoming her without it. We need every part of us to survive, and that steel claw is as much a part of us as any.
Alright. But there's forward. Approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. You do see it, right?
Nope.
All we see is a damned mirror.
Damn mirror.
It's a bit grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean?
Smash it.
Bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. It swings open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead.
Maybe she
Before
got
you is
smaller.
what may as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort. The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
Goad her. Rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
If you want to fight, then how about you come and get one? I know you can get out of there on your own. Are you sure you still want to fight?
Dead certain. Everything inside of me screams for it.
Man, I hope you're
Get
not.
closer. She needs to see us to give chase. You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot.
Oh, damn.
But soon, there is solid ground beneath you. Remember every crack and crevice. We'll need to be faster than her.
Well, we know.
You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow
no.
tunnel. The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness.
She's a demon.
Her face widens into a broad grin.
There you are, knife in hand. How thrilling. Attack me, bleed me, twist the blade in my flesh. Break your bones against my body. I want a real challenge this time.
Nope.
We can't get that close. She'll kill us in the tight space, steel claw or not. Make her come to us, stand beyond her chains, and let her become frenzied. She'll break them. Then we run.
I really don't like the sound of this.
It's the only way we live.
Well, what are you waiting for? If we're gonna do this right, you can't be scared. You need to want this as much as I do. So go on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
Alright then. I guess I'll choose water gun. I mean, let's talk a bit. We can always fight when we're done, but I have a few questions. I want to know what happened after you killed me.
We've talked plenty. I'm sick of talking. I'm sick of waiting. I'm sick of you standing just out of reach and teasing me with a fight you won't let me have. You disappointed me last time, so you don't get to choose what happens next.
Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap. Run.
Let's get out of here.
Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance. As you near the top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Good. You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same? Little bird, where do you think you're going?
I'm going away, far
We're
away.
almost there. Don't think about almost. We're there when we're there. And we'll take the fight with us. Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass.
Uh-oh.
You glance back at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway. You are walking a dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over. So get it right.
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me. Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head.
Aw, you've been thinking about me?
Do it!
Uh-oh.
Be swift, strike true, be where she's not. Let your body move you.
Right. Are you sure you want to do this? You're free now. You out of here. I have an upper hand, but we don't have to fight. You're falling right into my trap.
Oh, we'll see about that. Traps aren't real. The only thing that's real is bloodshed.
Uh-oh.
She charges,
That's a big
fully
fist.
determined to end you in a single move.
She's gonna one-punch man. Me.
Left, now!
Whee!
As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly.
Aha!
Strike. Before you can finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing again. Right. You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh. It's nothing. A scratch. Yes, it could be worse. And you managed to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned.
Yeah, narrator, you
We're
had no
actually gonna pull
faith.
this off, aren't we?
Yes, we're gonna do this.
You just might. But don't let it get to your head. Not until it's over.
Yes, finally! This is the hole I felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
Uh-oh.
The two of you engage in a devastating flurry of blows, each of you wounding the other again and again. She's stronger, but you're faster, and the deeper the both of you fall into your lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers. More! Keep going! We can't stop now! You spy an opening,
Uh-oh.
but this time she's waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms. You're slammed to the ground.
No, she gave me the
Nothing.
super hug.
These blows are nothing to us.
Yeah. Haha, we got you.
But her gambit wasn't enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
You've outplayed me, haven't you?
I told you, traps are real.
Something feels wrong.
And? Then what happens?
Then the giant hands come out and hug.
She's gone. And there's that. I'm begging you. Listen.
Okay, so what we essentially do is that we look in this mirror and then we meet. We meet her again.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel. Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a fierce heart. Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
Oh, yeah?
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Okay. Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her. You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception.
Oh, yeah?
She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom. She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Damn. I need some food, guys. I will be right back. Let me do that on this one. Huh. Doesn't actually go over. That's interesting. We're back. I don't know if you can hear me. Oh, yeah, so we're back in the game. I just went and grabbed some food, because I'm hungry. So if you guys can hear my munching, I'm
You're
sorry.
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Mm-hmm.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, yeah? I guess we'll go have a look.
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it. While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her. I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have... Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you. Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey. Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society. Oh, if only that were the case, but I don't make the rules. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter... Are you serious? No, you have to do it. Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right? It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going? Somehow I doubt that, but fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice, he doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Oh, yeah? I don't care. I'm not killing the princess.
Killing is such a gauche phrasing and completely ignores the bigger picture. Your task is to slay the princess, because she's terrible and she's really got it coming to her.
Well, he doesn't have
But fine,
everything wrong.
you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Yeah.
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
I don't want to. Oh, yeah? Well, I guess I can start walking in a different direction. Again, in fact, I'm going to keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who has ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Well, too bad.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
Oh, yeah?
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realise that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
No!
Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Yes.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. It's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Oh, well, the world ended. We all died. Huh. I didn't think that actually worked. Like, you just walk around long enough that you just all die.
You're on a path in the woods.
Oh, yeah?
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, yeah? I'm getting a terrible... Wait, wasn't I already... Wait, hasn't already happened? Oh, you bastard! You're in for it now. I'm wasting your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time.
Wait a minute.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience. The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Stay in the woods forever.
Oh, that's clever! A little boring, though. It's extremely boring. Can we really do that? Can we really just do nothing? No, you can't just do nothing. You have to do something. Alright, so it's decided. Even if it's boring, we're going to do nothing. Forever.
Nothing forever, yay!
Congratulations, you continue to waste everyone's time and do nothing. Wait,
nice.
Can you still hear me? Everything's getting fuzzy. What is that weird feeling? It's like I'm barely even here anymore.
Oh no,
It's
we're gonna
not
black out.
nothing, that's for sure. Does that mean we messed up?
Uh-oh. We screwed up. The world around you is unwise. Its physical matter replaces textures nothing. You find yourself in a long quiet. Once again, no! We stuffed up. You cannot go back nowhere. Regret. The world is broken beyond repair. We must weave a new. Oh no! Whoops. Denial.
You're on a path. You're here to.
Fine, let's go.
That's the spirit.
Let's get to the cabin.
You make your way up
Jeez.
the short path. A warning. She will. We're not going to go. Ignore him.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Okay.
The blade is your.
Hell nah.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Oh yeah?
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I'm here
How
to
many
save
times do I
you!
have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
I don't know.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me?
I sure
I was starting
am.
to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
I bet you did.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Let's see what I can do. Examine the chain.
You're only making this more difficult.
No, she's so sweet.
Thank
Definitely
you.
wouldn't beat me up.
Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas? I'm going to check upstairs.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
Yeah.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Come on, man. Who
Is
does...
someone else here?
Hey! Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Oh, yeah? Fine.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Okay, fine.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm
yummy.
to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Yummy. You gotta love it.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of... It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Alright, let's save the princess.
Fine.
Yeah.
Against your better judgment,
Why are we cutting
you place
here,
the blade
though?
against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't.
Oh no.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's
No.
leave.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom
spaghetti.
stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
You can't just do that, bruv. That's against the rules you have.
Watch me.
What are you doing?
Slay. Warner.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Yeah, stabby
Stop it.
shoe.
Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Slay.
Thank you.
There's no getting through to you right now, is there? A betrayal of will is still a betrayal. You'll regret thinking of me as a helpless damsel.
Are you not?
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm.
Uh-oh.
But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the
Oh,
heart.
spaghetti.
It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric.
Oh
If
no.
we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world.
I hope so. Jesus criminy Christmas.
It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh damn.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Wait a minute, this already well, we'll proceed to the cabin. I wonder what this ending's gonna be like.
A warning. She will... Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
Yeah! Proceed to the cabin! Yeah!
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Okay, well, let's go.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Fine.
You take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth.
Uh-oh.
The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Exactly.
Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Oh yeah? I'm not nasty.
I
Hello.
recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
Wait, hang on. Same day, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 12, 12 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3. So that's 7 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. Alright.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough.
Yeah,
Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
true.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world.
Well,
There's
yeah.
no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
True.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess.
Let's figure out what to do with the
Fine,
princess.
Fine. You're the boss.
True, I am. Let's keep going.
Thank you.
Oh, hi.
You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below.
Hello.
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
Is she now? What's up?
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
Yeah,
That's
maybe.
not fair. How would she know that?
How would she know that?
So, we dropped the pretenses. Good.
She's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Kinda.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take the— Let's chatter up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Fine.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Oh, yeah? I'm sorry about last time. Well, I made a mistake. We all made mistakes, right? I'm sure we made mistakes. Don't worry, the blade isn't for you or for killing you. We've got... Right. I get the sense that you're not happy with me. I died last time. If you didn't... Okay. Hey, look, the knife isn't for you.
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Oh, she's small.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
I'm not... I guess since you're happy with me, I died last time. Look, I know things. Blah, blah, blah. If you could have gotten out of the whole time, what do you even need me for? The cabin isn't locked. I don't want to hurt you, but clearly, yeah, there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture of goodwill.
You can't be serious.
Don't worry, it's
Now,
trustworthy.
hold on. We should put this to a vote. The blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no. As do I. I, abstain? You abstain? She's going to kill us if we give it to her. You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right? But of course you do. You toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
Look, we're all in good
I
moods.
wouldn't have done that.
Well,
Why did you?
you're not... Because I trust you. And you
She
should
creeps
trust me.
forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
What do you think happens now?
We become best buddies? That's up to you. It's why I gave you the blade. I chose last time and I regret it, so time for you to choose. We're both scared and we're both hurting. If one of us doesn't make a change, we're gonna make a change. We'll probably kill each other forever. Do you want that? I don't. We can do better. You're beautiful, Ash. You're beautiful. Let's just... Yeah.
She pulls back, clearly caught off guard by whatever nonsense you just said to her.
Yeah,
I thought
girl.
it was nice. Whether it's nice depends on if we meant it. We didn't mean it.
Of course we did.
If you were lying, we'd all know. But unfortunately, you weren't lying.
What? What do you mean by that? What kind of game are you playing?
The look of surprise that momentarily softened her features vanishes as she steals her nerves. And then she buries the blade in your heart.
I think there has been a slight mistake made on my part. But, you know.
What? No, come on, that's not right. I told you. I told you this is what she was going to do.
Damn it.
Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it. I got you. You...
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time. Everything goes dark, and you die.
God damn it, we dared. The thorns. Uh-oh, is she gonna be like a
You're on
stabby
path
monster
in the
now?
woods. I can't believe she actually stabbed us.
Whoopsies.
I told you not to give her the blade. I told you it would come around to bite us. I voted against it.
Well, that wasn't a vote, guys.
Yeah, we know. You already got your I told you so's in while we were bleeding out.
I'm bleeding
I just
out.
wanted to make sure that everyone here knows that I was and am on the right side of that argument.
Oh, you're far from being on the right side of anything. You're fixated on the past, whereas what you should be is fixated on the future.
The voice of the smitten.
Oh, a visionary. I like it. Tell me more.
Gladly, my dear fellow, by cruelly turning on the princess in her moment of vulnerability, we made ourselves an enemy. But by mastering our fear and insecurity and handing over our power, we've begun a journey to something so much deeper.
Yeah. That just sounds like Matt Berry. Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh. Here we go. We'll save this image here. Save. Can I just like add it on? There we go. My dear fellow. Hey, Matt Berry.
I like journeys. Travelling is a bit of a passion of mine. It makes me so relatable. Now, where are we off to?
And I gotta add it to the other one. Did I edit? Copy. There we go. Matt Berry, hi guy. How's it going?
Well, if we're lucky, it's a journey to love.
Thanks, Matt Berry.
She hates us.
Does she? She hesitated before stabbing us to death.
As ridiculous as this guy is, maybe he has a point. I don't know if I necessarily buy into his whole love journey thing, but maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change, so maybe she'll realise that things don't have to end in violence. You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try.
Give what another try exactly?
You are aware I've been listening to you, right?
It makes no difference if we conspire in the shadows or bear our intentions with open hearts. We are breaking your cruel cycle and whisking her away to freedom.
Alright, Matt Berry.
Oh, are you now? Great. So you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once.
Twice, actually.
Sure.
Oops.
Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned. You already know about the princess, and clearly you already know that she's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through.
Alright. This place is different. It keeps changing. We're going to free her! Even now, I'm sure she understands it, but we can... I hope you don't think I'm gonna plan on freeing her after she stabbed me. Let's free her!
Please don't.
You can't stop all of us, you villain.
Thanks, Matt Berry.
Let's just see how the wind blows. I'm not opposed to saying no. Let's not rule anything out just yet. Let's stop sitting on the fence and pick a side already. We don't need you waffling when things get hairy. I've already picked a side. Our side. I'm here to make sure that whatever happens, we wind up on top. Because that's worked out great so far. Well, we're not out of the game yet, are we? And again, I'll have you know, I wouldn't have gotten us killed last time. I wanted to stab her in the back, not hand over our precious backstabbing implement.
Alright, this place is changing.
Wonderful. If the woods themselves are changing, then that's all the more reason for you to take this seriously. It would mean your grip on things is slipping, which, in turn, likely means her influence is spreading.
I sure hope not.
Someone's in the know. I've already said too much. The more information you have, the more difficult your task will be. Don't listen to her, definitely don't free her, and if you can, don't even think about her. You don't have to worry about me. My head's always empty. Except the thoughts of her.
Thanks, Matt Berry. Alright, screw the cabin. Well, what happens if we just leave? Okay. Hello. No matter what happens, it seems like it makes sense, so let's proceed through the cabin. Cabin time.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin. I think it's clear where everyone stands at this point. I don't know if I'd say everyone.
No, we don't have a standing.
You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one, too. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters. The princess is a threat to you. She's a threat to me, and most importantly, she's a threat to the world. You know what you have to do.
True. Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is hardly an interior at all anymore.
Okay.
The burned out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here, charred wood still reeking of ash.
There is no
But
cabin.
beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old. The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table, a pristine... Wait, this isn't right. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she? Well, it's not here. And if she has it, let me guess, you want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do.
Is it?
I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere.
I sure hope so.
She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work. If she does have it, that's all the more reason to put our faith in her. We've already shown her our heart. Now she has to show us hers.
Thanks, Matt Berry.
Unless her heart tells her to stab us, which doesn't seem unlikely, so yes, I agree. Let's make sure we get on her good side.
Purchase mirror.
You step forward and approach the scorched... You know what you have to do. Wipe away the grit from the mirror, and behold our handsome features. You reach forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. What are you doing? Alas, our fine features remain unseen. We'll just have to trust that she'll find us beautiful as we are. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't
Let's
it?
go!
Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us.
Proceed to the cabin.
You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below. The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you. Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease, at least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved. These thorns are an expression of her pain. I know it. She's calling out for help.
Thanks, Matt.
Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? You betray me, I kill you, and you come back. You let me kill you, and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
I want that. Okay. I want to figure out a way out of here for good. I don't know what I want. I never really chose to come here. I want to free you. I mean it.
I think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So, come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
Proceed down the stairs.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward.
Damn.
You step out into what was
damn.
once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation.
Okay.
At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Did
She
you
does-
know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
Just point and laugh. Just point and laugh. Yeah, I'm here to laugh. Here to laugh? What do you think would have happened if you killed me? Did you think I would hold it against you? I'm not here to laugh. I'm here to free you. If you'll let me, I can cut you free, but you have to give me the blade. I guess you do anything. Might actually save here. As I don't have anything left to say to you. Bye! I'm here to free you.
I want to trust you,
You can.
Her grip tightens on the blade.
but you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
It's for love, darling. It's for love. You're not the only one who yearns for freedom. I'm trapped as you are. I think we need to leave together. Is there anything I can say to change your mind? Rah, rah, rah.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
And I've also hurt you.
Okay. Is there nothing I can say to change your mind? Can I take the blade now? You're in a prison, you're making a breakout cycle of violence. If you still want to wallow in it, I guess, turn and leave. No, come with me.
I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
She's right, there's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own. We don't need words to send a message. It is through action that we can show her our adoration, our devotion, our kindness.
Then maybe it's past time for either of us to say anything. All that counts as action. Reach for the blade. Reach for the blade. Can I take the blade now?
Her eyes briefly meet yours, then dart back to the floor. She hangs her head in resignation.
Okay.
Reach for the blade. Your prisoner you are making.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms.
She trusts us. She trusts us. Doesn't that set your heart aflutter?
Truly, Matt. Truly.
Yeah, a little. It could just be nerves. Being this close to her does bring back unpleasant memories, but I don't know, it doesn't feel bad. Feels good. Like we're special to her. We are special to have gained an ounce of trust from a maiden so guarded. Now all that remains is to free her from her bindings. Yeah, let's do it. Let's show her how much both of us have changed. Or, hear me out,
We slay her. Right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance.
He's not wrong.
That sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him.
I see that the lines have been drawn.
Uh-oh.
It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2. You don't count. And why shouldn't he count? Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
Cut her free, so the princess. I just want my blade back. Just turns around. Gotta save it there. It's like, yeah, I just wanted my knife back.
Do you really think you could just wash your hands of all of this? Do you really think you could just leave me here?
Well, you gave me the knife. I'm out, sweetie.
This is even better than stabbing her. The same reward without any of that nasty effort. It's not even better.
Wait, how do I load? Yeah. Cut her free.
What a good idea. Let's cut her free. Oh, so you're suddenly team free her. You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision. I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course of action. Let's free this princess.
Everyone deserves a chance at redemption. Let him join us and be merry. We are all united by our passion.
That's right. What he said. We've already given him a chance at redemption. And who says I don't deserve another? I really mean it this time. I'm big enough to admit when I'm wrong. So I want to help you all free her.
And I have no problem with that. Welcome to the team. You're one of us now. One of the good guys.
You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not going to do that, are you? Still, all it would take is a single slip of the blade.
Stop it, Optimus.
Such a pathetic attempt at distraction and subterfuge. Our blade is a dashing sword, and every dashing sword is an extension of its hero. It won't slip.
True.
You're right. He can't even make it slip, can he? He's a bit of a nobody. Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning. The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
Well, narrator, you've never been in
You
love.
actually meant it. You rescued me.
We did the exact opposite of the title of the game. That is great.
Do you see the way she's looking at us? Kiss her. Kiss her now before the moment ends.
We had to go for a smooch? Let's go. Of course I did.
Can we actually do that? No, you can't. Absolutely not.
You know as well as I do that we can.
It's gonna
We
happen.
wouldn't want to throw away a chance for a special moment, now would we? If I were only capable of throwing myself off a bridge.
Well, are you going to describe our steamy, romantic kiss?
You lean in and you kiss her.
Yes!
And she reciprocates enthusiastically. You kiss. It's done. Are you happy now?
Come on now, this is the big moment. You can do better than that.
The big moment, we did it.
Ugh, fine.
You and the princess lock eyes and stare deep into each other's souls with all the roaring emotion that comes from letting what once was hatred turn into pure, unbridled passion. Are you making fun of us? And then each of you close your eyes and kiss. Words can describe neither the nuclear fire nor the oceanic depth of your connection. Please. I think he actually likes romance. If history itself were not about to end, historians would document this moment for the rest of time. Musicians would write era-defining ballads, and great artists would expend entire lifetimes trying to merely capture the spark you hold right now. He's making fun of us.
It doesn't matter either way because this is good stuff.
Thanks, Matt.
I'm aware of my skills. But unfortunately for you, the moment doesn't last forever. You open your eyes, the princess smiles gently up at you. Time for you to damn the whole world to oblivion, I suppose.
Yeah, we did it.
That was nice.
Let's
Her
get
hand
out of here.
slips into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs. Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out.
Please, after all the trials we've been through, do you really think a few measly thorns can stop us? Love is an even more powerful weapon than our blade.
We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
Yeah, cut through the thorns.
As you swing your blade into the thorns
We
covering
did it!
the basement stairs, they yield.
Yes. Yes.
Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this?
Your nightmare is our dream. Whatever world would condemn star-crossed lovers like us to a cycle of violence and despair isn't a world worth saving.
Yeah.
We'll weave something new together. Something better.
You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance. We've already made our decision.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Step to freedom. We
Hands
did it.
clasped, the two of you open the door and step out into a new day. You irredeemable murderers.
What do we do now? Where's everything going? Why is it so cold?
Uh-oh, not the hands. No, my wife. My wife is gone. Gosh darn it. We had it. We had
She's
it.
gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yes.
When I found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified. What if you had decided to let me wither? But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete. Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
But why her? No. Take the entity, destroy your body, and ready to go back.
I will long for your return. We will meet again.
And everything goes dark. Sorry, buddy. We're gonna have to remove you. Thank you, Matt, for sticking
You're on a
around.
path in the woods. And at the end of your...
Yeah.
You make your way up.
See Kevin.
The interior of the blade.
Take the blade.
You take
Enter the basement.
the door to her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it...
Hey. I think I'm here to kill you. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors.
You walk. She's focus on the task.
And there you
Please talk to her.
Are you here to kill me or something?
Nuh-uh. I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
You know what? You have a point. You know, in another
She makes
life
a
we got
compelling
married.
point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat.
No.
Don't you dare.
Well,
It's fine.
yeah, drop it.
The blade
Thank you.
against your will be fine. Don't know what you're hoping.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
What relationship are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Yay. Damn it. How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
How long?
Just how long has she been down here?
That's a good question.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No. No, they actually have not. What am I gonna do if I let you out? I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Okay.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Nope.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust...
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
How would I get you out of here? Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Slay the princess!
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver up. It feels like you...
no.
Holy shit! Though she's unarmed. With your blade, we can still turn this...
Finish the job? Wait, I can't do that. Oh. Give up?
Are you serious?
Whoopsies.
As internal bleeding sets in, the blade falls from your trembling hands, clattering to the ground uselessly.
Well, I couldn't pick winning.
You lacked the will to finish the job, your bruised and broken body falling to its knees before her.
Uh-oh.
The princess, exhausted, chest heaving with heavy breaths, tosses the blade away from you.
Damn it.
This is the end, isn't it?
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken.
I'm
I'd be
sorry.
lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
Hey. Come
She
on.
plants her foot on your chest and pushes you onto your back, the air leaving your lungs in a heavy puff. And then she brings her knee to your throat. She leans into it with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess, shattering your windpipe and leaving you starved for breath.
It's too bad. I was looking forward to some company.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Well, you didn't have to kill me, lady.
Your honor, your hit.
Alright, proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
Oh, okay. What does that mean?
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge?
Yeah, we got this.
I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter.
Damn it.
Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please, try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
True. Proceed to the cabin.
That's what you want. I guess
No, you don't get a say. We got this.
the interior of the cabin is...
That's interesting. Why is it so
The
big?
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I like the little
Why do we
letter.
feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
Nuh-uh. You didn't say anything about the purchase mirror. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Enter the basement. Let's go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Okay.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time.
No, she wasn't.
We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
True. Continue down the stairs.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes in. The princess towers over you,
damn.
almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
That's not good.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
Little
You brought
bird?
that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity.
Nuh-uh.
Drop it.
As if on command, the blade
Wait,
slips
we
from
didn't
your
do that.
grasp. It clatters uselessly to the floor, but we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade. Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
No.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Your legs buckle, and your knees hit the floor.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs. I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
Maybe don't
It's
destroy the
time for
world?
me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it?
Yikes.
It does. But why did she say the last time we met? That's not right. That can't be right. She's right. We've been here before, and we've died here before. Pitifully. We might as well do what she asks of us and help her. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it? He's being melodramatic, but the point stands. What are we even supposed to do to stop her? Well, I'll be damned. That's not good. Okay, first things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
I'm not going to help you in the world. I'm yours to command, pledge to her. Yeah, I'm not.
I say,
No.
perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters.
Oh, you're not better than me. I can.
Pick up that needle.
There's no needles here, ma'am.
Do it. It's what she wants.
There's no
No
needles.
objections here. I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade.
Wait, no,
As
she
your
said
eye
needle.
falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
Pick up the
You
blade.
reach forward and grasp the blade.
Stand.
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad. Okay, yeah. We can do that.
We can do
Well,
that.
you're probably gonna stand anyway.
Yeah. Stand.
You can feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slow. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation.
Uh-oh.
The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come, dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken eventually.
To define me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance. Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
What? You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
End this.
Oh, we'll end this all right.
Uh-oh.
Your hand lifts the blade
Oh,
and
no.
brings it towards your
Uh-oh.
throat.
No.
Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
Yes. Slay yourself?
No, you can't just slay yourself. You're perfectly healthy and capable, and all you have to do is ignore her and do what has to be done. The blade and the hand that wields it remain firmly locked in place until you change your mind and decide to do literally anything else.
Look at you quaking against my will. An ant defying a god.
No, I'm a bird, and you're not
It's
a god.
pointless to resist. In the end, everything submits to oblivion. But you're not the one resisting me, are you? There's something else in there.
Nuh-uh.
Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you?
Oh, she knows.
That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you?
Uh-oh.
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
How about you let me go?
No. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
No, narrator!
You bring the blade to your neck. You slice through soft flesh, severing veins and arteries. Your blood flowing freely down your body. It's a painful lesson in obedience, but the pain won't last forever. No.
When I see you again, you'll free me from my chains and deliver me to the destiny that lies beyond this place.
We will. I promise.
I
No.
know you will.
Shoot.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oopsies. The apotheosis.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path...
Oh, let me guess. At the end of that path is a cabin.
Excuse me? This is the third time we've been here, and this is hardly a path in the woods. It's all big and weird. Another witness to her radiance. Her hour is soon upon us. I'm here to keep him in check. I'm sick of prying fingers digging around in our head, and he's making it all too easy for them to get in. This is bad.
Oh, is it now? I hadn't noticed. Do you need a primer, Mr. Amnesiac?
No, I'm quite all right, but if all of you would take a moment to settle down, there's something important I'd like to get across to you before it's too late.
Is it about the princess? We already know all about the princess.
Not to be trusted, that one. No, I mean, yes, it's about the princess, but whatever you think I'm going to say, it's probably not that.
Uh-oh.
You're not to be trusted either.
Look, fine, just out with it already, yeah? But if I hear the words, "You're here to slay her," or "If you don't, it will be the end of the world," you'll have lost speaking privileges.
You two are just wasting your time. It's all going to end when we open that cabin door, which means it's already all over. Okay, that nonsense he's going on about, that's what we need to talk about. You've been here before, obviously.
So you have met us. Because boy, were you in denial about that last time.
No, I haven't met you, but reality is clearly falling apart at the moment, and the only reason that would happen is if you knew things you weren't supposed to know. What the hell are you talking about? He's talking about those weird marble trees and how wrong everything looks.
Yeah, how come the trees are made of marble?
Yes, exactly. Whatever you did before gave her far too much power. So you've got to cut it out, get to that cabin and slay her before things get any more out of hand. We've built a new god, and she is limited. Are our thoughts doing that? Make her small, make her small, make her small, make her small. Shit! What if I'm doing it wrong? What if I'm making her even stronger? Do you hear those two, with their runaway thoughts? I'm only giving you the sliver of information I'm giving you now because things are already deep in the shitter. This was my last card to play, and it looks like it's already made things worse. So hurry, cabin, now.
Alright. Okay, so, hold on. I have so many questions. I'm not going to the cabin until we have an answer. Fine. Run away. Stay where you are. Into the cabin.
A great and horrible change is already underway.
Uh-oh.
The ground quakes beneath your feet, and you feel an unyielding force pulling at you and your surroundings. The trees start to sway, then crumble, breaking apart as everything is drawn towards the cabin. Even the earth beneath you seems to shift, your feet unable to grip solid ground as you're dragged forward along with everything else.
The end of everything. The beginning of something new. The moment we open that door, she will be free.
Uh-oh.
Stop believing everything you hear. We just have to get our thoughts in order. We just have to think straight.
Any, words of warning?
Yeah.
You already know everything you need to know.
Proceed to the cabin.
As you step forward, the cabin explodes.
Oh, well,
Flung backwards,
we're good.
Violently slamming into a tree as debris
Hey, we
rains
did
down
it.
around you.
Oh, wait a minute. We are
You
so
watch
screwed.
in paralyzed awe and terror as the princess emerges, her body unfurling from some vast space as she stands upright to face you. The world bows to her. The ruined landscape shifts, trees and stone and the ground itself succumbing to her gravity, orbiting her like a great black hole.
Finally, the little bird has set me free. This is always how it was going to end. And this is always how it was going to begin.
There's a loud thunk from the tree behind you as something embeds in its shattered bark. Your pristine blade. It's now or never.
Let's get her done.
Yeah, screw all of this, I'm with you. A real god wouldn't need us as part of her plan.
You'll never make it to her. And even if you do, what could you possibly hope to accomplish?
We'll do what we were always supposed to. We'll take this blade and we'll sink it into her heart. Look at the way everything's being flung around her. If we just throw ourselves in her direction... I don't know. Maybe it'll work. Maybe none of this is real. Maybe we can do whatever we want to do. With a forceful tug, you yank the blade out from the tree. You close your eyes and take a deep breath. And for a moment you can feel everything around you. Like you're a part of everything. And everything is a part of you. And then your eyes open, settling on your target.
We're gonna take you down, lady. You enough with your bull. We're taking you down. Stabby, stabby, stew.
You launch yourself towards the princess. You can feel her gravity envelop you, carrying you from the ground into the violent swirl of her orbit.
Her orbit?
Even now you defy me. Do it then. Show me what you think it takes to end what's destined to end everything.
I'm gonna take you down.
Yeah, do it. Show her.
Whee! Stabby.
Why do I feel so cold?
Maybe it's because the hands.
No. Where did she go?
She's gone. Is this the end of the world? Is that a...
Approach the mirror.
This...
We did it. Proceed to the cabin. Oh wow, she's huge.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. What do you think of this vessel?
This one is dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
Haha, because she is evil, evil lady. Yeah, let's go back. Where you go back?
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
You're on your...
Now, I want to try the one where we,
I'm talking... Don't... Look.
Will we just silently continue, Kevin? Maybe Sweet I've always wondered if there's a monarch.
Don't mention it. It's all part of you make your way. A war. She will. We're not going to ignore.
Proceed to the cabin. I got an idea. I know what we should do.
The blade is.
Take the blade.
You take.
Enter the basement. We're gonna speed run this.
Who's...
Don't let.
Continue down the stairs.
You walk down. She's focus on the top.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Steal your nerves and step.
You step forward.
Oh, I'm probably so.
She's unarmed.
Let's do it. Slay the princess.
You lunge forward.
Go for it.
You feel
We
flesh.
did it.
Oh, this is it, isn't it?
Voice of thou smitten. We should sweep the princess off her feet, of course. We've already done that. I even had to
almost
get
embarrassed. I should have seen that coming.
I even had to
But
get
I have
Matt
to
Perry
wonder.
picture in here. Oh, Matt Berry. Yeah. Because he was all talking like this. Oh, the smitten of love and the princess.
Do you actually believe?
It's like-
Yes, we
but it's
did
okay,
it, guys. Of course she is. No, my love. Voice of smitten. We were already here. All right. We already did the vine thing, and you know what happened? The world ended as soon as you walked out. So, yeah, we already were here, and we know that you're voiced by Matthew Perry. Matt Perry. Matthew Berry. Matthew. That guy. Of course not. That was too easy. Of course she is. She's dead.
Exactly.
We did it.
With
We
your
did
work
it.
done. What you? But that.
She does not deserve such cruel fate. Are you just here for everyone that plays this game? You're a bit late on the old smitten thing, I must say. Leave.
You open the. What?
Yay, we did it. Oh, that's bullshit. Oh, okay.
So this is what time passed.
Yep. Of course. I like
Really?
it here.
More, please. The little. Eventually, you pass.
Yes, we did it. We slayed the
You
princess.
have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Okay. I was wondering no spoon. Okay, maybe I'm not. I'm happy.
Good. The blade. I can hear. He's right. You hear?
No, we're
you
gonna
not-
kill ourselves. Wouldn't use the blade. Kill us. Wouldn't we be
How
dead?
astute. In a sec. I know this is that little.
If we die, you better be right about this. I'm pretty sure upset. Anything, get out of this house.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want. I made this happy little place for you. Is this fine? Whatever. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
Man, they really got
Pick
to
up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Rip. Ripperonis.
Nice knowing you.
It's nice to know you. Oh, the Spectre.
You're on. You're hit.
But I killed myself. What's
can
going
assure
on?
you
I don't
you're
care
not
about
dead.
being late or
And
anything.
to
I am
answer your
yearning
second
for
question,
her freedom.
you're here to slay the princess.
I am here
He
to
literally told
feel,
you
not
that.
think.
He doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
But we already saved
That's
her.
fine. Well, if
And then she turned into a giant lady. And that was definitely as spooky. But enough of thinking. I think we're gonna swap to another game. I'm feeling... maybe not Poppy's Playtime. Maybe not Portal 2. I feel like a horror game. You know what? Buckshot Roulette has been calling my name. So we're going to close out of this one. Yes, I'm going to quit. We're going to close out of this one. Actually, we could probably go back. You know what? Just for our lovely, lovely, lovely viewer, I can come back and we'll go to that. And we saved her 100 times. You know what? We're going to go back in the game. And we did save the file for the Thorn one. We did. I will send us back. You know what? Voice of Smitten, we will reopen the game. Once it lets us. There we go. Just loading. There we go. We're back. Look at that. Load. There we go. We can cut her free, slay the princess, or just turn our backs. Where's the game at? I wonder why the game's not showing up. Game capture properties. Slay the princess. Why are you not showing up? Why are you not showing up? Oh, the game is not showing up. That's interesting. Like, it's showing up on the other ends. That's odd. Plus. Game capture. Is this gonna work? PNG. Why is the game not coming up? Properties. No, my beloved is blocked by unambiguous dark screen. In trueness. Like, I don't know why it's not doing that. Properties. Select the... Slay the princess. I am literally putting it to the front. Alright, you know what? We're gonna remove it and then add it again. Add. Game capture. Existing. Game capture. There we go. Oh, she's really big. There you go, just for you. Look, it's your beloved. Let's go away.
Do you really think you can just wash your hands of all of this? Do you really think you can just leave me here?
Whoopsies.
This is even better than stabbing her. The same reward without any of that nasty effort.
Whoops.
It's not even better. Putting off a choice.
Did you leave her?
is
I got
worse
my
than
knife
making a
back.
committed decision,
I got my knife
especially
back.
when you already know the right answer.
It's even more cruel if you ask me. Leaving an incredible soul like hers to languish forever in pain and alone. How can we bear to live with the guilt?
We'll live with it just fine.
Fine. We'll go back. Fine, we'll cut her free.
Yes, what a good idea. Let's cut her free.
I like that the
Also, you're
Optimus...
suddenly team free her.
Yeah,
I can't
Optimus
just switch
was
and do
all
whatever
about
I
this.
want, and
He's
I
just
believe with
trying
my
to
whole heart
evolve
this
villain.
is
Everyone deserves a chance at redemption. Let him join us and be merry. We are all united by our passion.
That's right. What he said. We've already given him a chance at redemption. And who says I don't deserve
Now we're
another?
part of the good
I
guys,
really
yes.
mean it this time. I'm big enough to admit when I'm wrong. So I
And I have no problem with that. Welcome to the team. You're one of us now. One of the good guys.
One of the good guys. Yes, it's me, the voice of the smitten. One of the good guys. Look, you even got a little model. One of the good guys.
You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not.
Such a pathetic attempt at distraction and subterfuge. Our blade is a dashing sword, and every dashing sword is an extension of its hero. It won't slip.
Yes, no matter how much you work my voice, I will not stifle my feelings for her as it goes through all the hate and then finally reaches the climax of romance.
You're right. He can't even make it slip, can he? He's a bit of a nobody. Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning.
How do you feel about the Optimist there, Smitten? Bit of just a
The
whatever's.
princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
Damn, narrator, you hateful.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
Do you see the way she's looking at us? Kiss her. Kiss her now before the moment ends.
Of course I did. I really hate the people who put this through. Remain silent or kiss her. What is the more romantic one, Smitten? What should we choose? Remain silent in our steadfast, stoicism. Talk to her. Express our hatred to those that kept us apart. Or express our love. What do I pick, Smitten? What do I choose? The kiss!
Can we actually do that? No.
You can't. Absolutely not. You know as well as I do that we can.
Oh no!
And we wouldn't want to throw away a chance for a special moment, now would we? If I were only capable of throwing myself off a bridge.
Man, if only we had a bridge.
Well, are you going to describe our steamy, romantic kiss?
Oh no! Here it comes.
Lean in.
Smoochy,
and you
smoochy.
kiss her.
Wham, 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 blah, blah, blah.
And she reciprocates enthusiastically. You kiss. It's done.
Oh,
Are you
shoot,
happy
my mic.
now? Come on now, this is the big moment. You can do better than that. Ugh, fine.
Oh no, here comes the smooch.
You and the princess lock eyes and stare deep into each other's souls with all the roaring emotion that comes from letting what once was hatred turn into pure, unbridled passion.
Aww.
Are you making fun of us? And then each of you close your eyes and kiss. Words can describe neither the nuclear fire nor the oceanic depth of your connection. Please. I think he actually likes romance. If history itself were not about to end, historians would document this moment for the rest of time. Musicians would write era-defining ballads, and great artists would expend entire lifetimes trying to merely capture the spark you hold right now. He's making fun of us. It doesn't matter either way, because this is good stuff.
This is good stuff.
I'm aware of my skills.
You gotta admit, the narrator did express vividly what was happening.
But unfortunately for you, the moment doesn't last forever. You open your eyes, the princess smiles gently up at you. Time for you to damn the whole world to oblivion, I suppose.
Yay!
That was nice.
Hey, we're good at our job.
Her hand slips into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs. Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out.
Oh no, Smitten, what are we going to do?
Please, after all the trials we've been through, do you really think a few measly thorns can stop us? Love is an even more powerful weapon than our blade.
Let's get out romantically with the woman. This is our moment.
We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way.
What do we do?
Pathetic showing, really.
Do we move them or do we just cut them?
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
What do we do? Cut or step through? Will our love test our might through the powerful thorns, or shall we stick our blade to them and cut our way to freedom? What do we decide? What do we choose? The suspense is killing me. Cut them like a true hero, hell yeah. Like one of those like heroes in
As you
the
swing
jungle.
your blade into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield.
Yes!
Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without...
We're still holding hands.
This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this?
To be fair, there isn't much of a cabin left. Look, the lights
Your
are as bright
nightmare
as
is our dream. Whatever world would condemn star-crossed lovers like us to a cycle of violence and despair isn't a world worth saving.
True.
We'll weave something new together. Something better. You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance. We've already made our decision.
Our love exceeds any vines in the way. Worlds doesn't deserve the princess as much as I do.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we?
We're gonna do
All
it!
we had to do was trust each other.
Yeah!
It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Hell yeah. Step to freedom!
Hands clasped, the two of you open the door and step out into a new day. You irredeemable murderers.
Look at that. Freedom. Freedom for all. Freedom and happiness. We should save this
What do we
moment.
do now?
Let's savor this moment. This moment of happiness and love. Finally, me and the princess are finally not fighting each other. We're in a situation where we are free and definitely not gonna get eaten.
Where's everything going?
Uh-oh.
Why is it so cold?
Uh-oh. And let's pretend that nothing bad ever happened and everything turned out great. The end. Let's pretend that that didn't happen. What do you think, Matthew Berry? Yes, that was great. Whee! Well, I think that was a great experience. Now, I want to play some buckshot roulette. No, my princess, not the cruel world, the nerve. I understand. What we could just do, though, is just pretend like everything was good and the world didn't end. But I want to play a new game. Something a little bit different. Something spicier. So, I'm going to have to stop and restart stream for this one. Because it's going to be a bit more interesting. There we go. A very small screen. Oh. I think I played it windowed. Oh wow. Ooh, this is spoopy. God, that's loud. Oh. Video. Volume adjust. Oh, you can play window mode? Or probably best. I'll keep it windowed. I'll put it on full screen soon. I just need to alter some stuff. But we're gonna stop stream and then restart the stream soon. So I'll be right back.